end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Willis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw again. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Flowers. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Flowers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down. Flowers. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fowler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodrich, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. They run the counter. Goodrich. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Flowers. It's brought in left side by Tate. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to throw. Flowers. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth 1st half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
24-yard gain.
Back to throw.
First down, Philadelphia.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there. And
he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. 3rd and 20. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's taken to the 26. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Flowers. It's caught here by Adams. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Jake Haener, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 30-16, your final score. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Bills trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Flowers. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Goodrich. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Flowers. And that's complete to Adams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throw caught there by Willis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up the touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Goodrich. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodrich. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now a third down and 8. Back to throw. Flowers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on first down. Goodrich might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Flowers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodrich. And the Ravens are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to throw. Flowers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Willis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
At the Ravens 26-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Complete to Fowler. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Goodrich. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 59 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Flowers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Back to throw. Flowers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, Flowers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Able to find Willis. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 69 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
On second down now, Goodrich. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got this one complete to Fountain. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bradley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 brings up 3rd and inches.
On third down, it's Willis, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the gain, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 2nd and 11. They run with Jackson out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Philadelphia, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Commanders and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. Down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Short throw, Roberts with it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Cardinals had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. the middle they go. Rutledge. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Roberts has it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Rutledge. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Martin's got it, complete. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit from the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 120 yards even.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Back to throw here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nice, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and...
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run the counter. Rutledge, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Martin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Now Allen. That one's complete to Tomlinson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And the Washington first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Martin. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First down, Washington.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 4 yards out.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Rutledge. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Heck of a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. Rutledge. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Then he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Josh Allen and the offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing now is Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6.
Here's Allen to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And again, it's Allen.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
And no flags. And it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 30-16, your final score. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cards are able to stretch out their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Allen. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Allen going to try and keep it.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Allen. And he fins it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now a handoff up the middle. Rutledge. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Rutledge.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground by just 7 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Miles. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 38-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
2 yards to go, second down.
It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. On second down, Rutledge. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
No, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Allen off the play fake. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Martin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Allen. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Martin. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Allen going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 4 yards out. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Allen will try to throw for it. Complete at the 1, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Now Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Second down and 8.
At the 16-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5.
Commanders 40.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Rutledge. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Allen to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Allen. And he is caught. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Washington, it's just their third win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.